You spend your life trying to make yourself a better person, educating yourself, learning about new things, okay? That's your life, okay? That's your responsibility in life in the resource-based economy. Hello, and welcome to another video. Yes, we're recording in theory. We're going to talk about a resource-based economy, and we're going to talk about how basically it's the structure, you know, jobs, employment is kind of it's just a lot different in a resource-based economy, because in a resource-based economy you have no wasted, people aren't wasting their time. Right? For instance, you know, people want to make movies, that's not a job. People that want to make videos, that's not a job. So what is and isn't a job is going to have huge definition changes, right? So, you know, no bankers, no real estate, no sales, no cashiers, checkout people, customer service, massage. None of this stuff is a job in a resource-based economy, okay? We have lawyers, not a job. Doctor is a job. Although doctors will become less and less important as licensing of childbirth. So it's just like the ultimate preventative medicine. Right now we have just tons of doctors dealing with just all these issues because people just breed out of control. Genetically, people that are healthy breed, the ones that aren't don't breed, have a nice life. Obviously you're still going to have like trauma surgeons and all this type of stuff, and there's some like and doctors more focused on actually curing stuff, because right now in capitalism a lot of times they don't want to cure. They want to keep you on a pill diet for the rest of your life because it makes money. They don't care about your actual health, it's how much money they can make, right? So in a resource-based economy there's no motive to promote symptom suppression over cures, okay? So, I mean, cancer is probably curable with marijuana, a certain strain, certain extract, you know, process, blah, blah, blah. I believe that to be the case. Okay, so right now a lot of people get freaking cancer from what they eat and the environment and all this stuff, right? Well, people live under high tension power wires and get cancer because they can't afford to live anywhere else, right? So in a resource-based economy, there's just a zone around power wires that just, people don't live. We got plenty of places without power wires for people to live. We don't need to have people there radiating themselves all their lives, so then they have to have a specialty doctor to cure them. No. So I mean, a resource-based economy is like kind of just like common sense, right? Common sense, right? Because profit and capitalism, there's no common sense. Like, there's people that have the people that have the lowest morals, the lowest empathy. Those are the people that succeed the most in capitalism. The people that are willing to fire off all the people in America except for like 2 people and have those 2 people flown over to China to reassemble the factory and teach all the Chinese people how to run the machines, right? Like, that took a serious like sociopathic type of person to do that to people, right? To Americans. Like, let China build their own shit. No, that's capitalism. Oh no, we want our manufacturing back. Yeah, well, should have never let it go in the first place, you sociopath. Capitalism's never gonna do the right thing. We have a bunch of people in this world that don't do anything at all, right? So we get those people on board to start doing just a little bit, and then everybody that's working ridiculous amounts doing stupid shit doesn't have that stupid just all goes away. Okay? No more Wall Street, no more banks, no more freaking little shops all over the places, no more restaurants, right? No more processed food. Food is in its, the only processing is going to be preserved stuff, right? So the whole entire network of the way food is dealt with and all this right now, the best example of how it needs to change, what I think I actually did a whole video on how food works. Instead of people being able to just, run to a restaurant and be served and in the restaurant just using processed food, it's this whole line of people that are just not doing anything important, right? People can do all that stuff for themselves. Even the most freaking smartest people in the world that are actually the smartest people in the world, and that is determined by their IQ, not by how much. Those people, and there is nobody in a resource-based economy that has any money. I'm talking about people now, and as we transfer into a resource-based economy, those smartest people in the world, those people that will be doing jobs that are different than the people that aren't as smart as them. There's still going to be ability division. Just because you're a teenager and you're out picking berries or whatever for 15 hours a week or something, doesn't mean that you aren't going to be at some point flying rockets in space. There's zero separation there. Picking berries is a example. In a very short amount of time, in a resource-based economy, we're going to have robots that do most stuff. Right now, everybody's like, oh my God, the robots are going to take all the jobs and all this stuff. And I'm like, yes, exactly. The robots are going to take the jobs. That's what we want. We want to eliminate all jobs that are bullshit, and we want to make robots that do all the rest of the jobs that are important but still suck. Right now, it's like, oh my God, the farmers never could afford to pay for the millions and millions. Right, but in a resource-based economy, it's all about, do we have resources to build these machines to do this? And absolutely we do. The war machine is literally everything for everybody, okay? They just build that most people can't even use, and then they blow a lot of as well. A lot of it that was people's houses, right? So anybody that says, oh my God, we couldn't have robots out there picking blueberries because of the resources. No, we could, because we have bombs now that just blow up other shit, and all that, the bombs and the resources and the planes, all that shit, that's everything. That's all the robots that pick blueberries. That's all the robots that harvest everything, okay? Now, I've explained in previous videos about how the military is involved. Military and police are involved in the structural conversion. There's gonna be places in the world that are like, no, we want to stay fascist or socialist or capitalist or whatever. Okay, that's fine. As long as everybody in your area has made the choice for themselves and you're not just holding people like North Korea style, right? Talk about the circles. With everything on the outside of the circle is the old ways, everything in the new circle, inside the circle is new way, and we're just trying to get everybody in. It's a worldwide thing. Resource-based economy is not something that we can just have over here or have over there or try a test thing here. No, the resource-based economy is the entire world getting along together and doing the correct thing for human health, period. We got all these treaties and laws, and it's just so much bullshit. Do no harm. That's it. Okay? AI tracks everything. Blockchain makes sure everything's not hackable. And let's just change the world. And here's how it just starts. Someday I'm going to post a whole list of jobs, right? There'll be 2 lists. It'll be, these are the jobs. Actually, it only means, honestly, it needs to be 1 list. The important job. The real job. Not important. Real. A list of real jobs. You, as a person, will then look at this list, go, you either do a real job or you don't do a real job. One of the two. It's a yes or no question. And I might miss some things. I'm not perfect. Hypothetically, you're a person that has a non-real job. Okay, that's your life. What you would do is you would talk to your friend. Do you have a friend that has a real? If not, it's going to be a simple database thing, and that's one of the main jobs of the AI. Now, the AI, we can't really turn the AI on until we've done a lot of this converting, and most of the world's doing the same thing. Because the AI, and I think I made a video on this somewhere, the AI, if we just turned on an AI, hypothetically worldwide right now, it would just kill us because we suck. War and evil people ruling it, corporations, as the entire world. The AI, it's not going to take long to figure that out and say, what's the problem? Oh, these things are the problem. These little flesh bags running around doing stupid breeding like rabbits, and it's going to take care of us. That's bad. Let's take care of ourselves in a positive way first, then turn on the AI. Then the AI is going to look at what's going on and be like, groovy, I like these flesh bags. They got their together. And then once we do click the AI on, then it'll be just as simple as, you spend your life trying to make yourself a better person, educating yourself, learning about new things, okay? That's your life, okay? That's your responsibility in life in the resource-based economy, is to better yourself and to become a better person. The AI tracks that stuff, and you become able to do different types of stuff, right? So, you go from as a kid, I think kids should do some work as kids, regardless of their abilities, physical work, labor style work, whatever that may be, right? On some level. And I mean, it doesn't need to be necessarily like hay bales or something like this. I mean, it could be like physically, doing engineering on like things or something, like motors or solar things or something. Doing stuff with real stuff as children, I think, is part of their education. So as I've talked about before in other videos, that's pretty much a resource-based economy's whole thing. It's like human health, education, bettering yours. This situation we have where people spend their whole life like making ramen. I mean, Japan's a great example of some craziness in this world, how people are just super hyper-focused for their whole life on one not real job, real capitalism. All right, let's wrap up the resource-based economy video. So your whole life's education. So, these specialized jobs and having like a whole life that just revolves around these little things, like that's not, I mean, like everybody can basically have the skills of a lot of different things at a very young age. I mean, we're talking about everybody is an EMT, everybody is a public safety officer, everybody is an electrician to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? Like when you stop trying to shove capitalism, I literally remember whole entire classes in school about capitalism. Like that just was a waste. So let's move on and teach kids real. And there are also kids up. I have a whole thing on education too. Once all that's cleaned up, your life is going to be a lot different. You might be a scientist doing really important work on scientists. There might be some situation where there's an emergency and you've got to go help people. And your phone will tell you that. Or there's just a bumper crop and there's just a need for everyone to come together to go grab all this stuff. And, that could be it too. So, fluidity. I literally met a lady, she was selling me a bike rack and she literally told me that she didn't know how to do anything. She's like, you didn't install that yourself? I'm like, yeah, I know how to do everything. And that's just sad. Like our education system should have people by the time and the education system should never end. In a resource-based economy, it never ends. That's what you do. You're just learning stuff your whole life, more and more and more and more and more and more and more. Like, what do? You learn, you educate, becoming a really awesome person to benefit the whole entire planet of awesome people. And the more the awesome people are the ones that are selected to breed, and the not awesome people are selected just to have a nice life, the whole entire planet, in a few generations, it's going to be a whole different story. I hope that explains how jobs will work in a resource-based economy. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments section below. like and subscribe, and have a great day.